Throughout the Kingdom Hearts series, there have been many people who have been able to wield the Keyblade, both beings of light and darkness. Of all characters, Xemnas, the nobody of a Keyblade master, cannot use a Keyblade himself. Why is that? Well, let's have a look. So first off, we need a little backstory. Xemnas is the nobody of Terra Xehanort, a being created when Old Master Xehanort combined with Terra near the end of Birth by Sleep. Terranort was essentially a Keyblade master, yet his nobody cannot use the Keyblade. Next we look at Sora. After touching Riku's light and proving himself that his heart had grown throughout his journeys, he was worthy to use the Keyblade. When Sora used another Keyblade to release his heart at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, his nobody Roxas was created. Xemnas took Roxas in and tried to use him to create Kingdom Hearts, because Roxas himself was able to use the Keyblade. My theory is that the Heartless and the Nobodies are simply unable to use the Keyblade whatsoever. The Heartless are the darkness created in people's hearts, and they fear the Keyblade itself. The Nobodies are empty vessels left behind when a person with a strong heart is consumed by the Heartless. As to why Roxas can use a Keyblade and Xemnas cannot, that is where things get a little bit tricky. Sora is the exception, he's the deal breaker. Because Roxas is Sora's nobody, there are special parameters. For example, most nobodies can't remember what their lives were like before they became a nobody. Whereas with Roxas, he has been having dreams and memories and flashbacks of Sora's past adventures. And when he battled Riku, Riku was able to provoke the Sora within Roxas.
Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than that.
Huh? Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
So it's true. You really are his nobody. Guess Diz was right after all.
What are you talking about? I am me. Nobody else.
And when Sora met Xion, Hainer, Pence and Olette, he found himself crying, but he didn't understand why. Even though Sora never met Xion, and Xion had been wiped from everyone's memories, the deepest recesses of Roxas still remembered and cared for Xion. That's how deep the connection goes. So as the theory stands, nobodies cannot use a Keyblade, Roxas being the only exception. Now, there have been other people in the Kingdom Hearts series who have been able to use a Keyblade, and I'm going to go over a quick few characters to explain how and why they can use the Keyblade. Xehanort's Heartless never actually used a Keyblade. The only time he actually even came close to doing so was when he was controlling Riku, and in the final fight, he was using a different type of weapon. It was similar to Riku's Keyblade, but it looks more like a polearm to me. Riku was always intended to be a Keyblade warrior, as Terra performed the ritual on him, meaning that someday he would become a Keyblade warrior. Xion herself can use the Keyblade only because she is a being created from Sora's memories, who later on became more and more unstable, which is why sometimes she was able to use the Keyblade and other times she was not. Vanitas is another interesting case, as he too can use the blade. However, he is not any sort of Heartless or nobody. He is literally the darkness within Ventus. Ventus and Vanitas are the same person, one being of pure darkness and one being of pure light. During the final battle, when Ventus destroys Vanitas, he essentially destroys himself as well, because they're the same person, they share the same heart. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This has been my Kingdom Hearts theory. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next video.
It's always about your friends, isn't it?
At least I have some.
Got him!